our guys are going to have to cover well and play well.
All right, next will be Nick Kelly. Nick?
Hey, Pete, you mentioned the tight end. Yesterday, Coach Saban talked about how he's just a mismatch because, he's too big and too fast for a lot of different guys. Schematically, how do you combat just someone who's a mismatch like that?
Yeah, I think the best thing they do is obviously the way that they move them around. They're going to still use them in the run game in the seer area, on or off the ball. He's going to be open and split out, and then he's going to bring, Ying back in. So, by putting a certain player...
Tight end, yesterday, Coach Saban talked about how he's just a mismatch because, he's too big and too fast for a lot of different guys. Schematically, how do you combat just someone who's a mismatch like that?
I think the best thing they do is obviously the way that they move them around. They're going to still use them in the run game in the seer area, on or off the ball. He's going to be open and split out, and then he's going to bring, Ying back in. So, by putting a certain player...
Tight end, yesterday, Coach Saban talked about how he's just a mismatch because, he's too big and too fast for a lot of different guys. Schematically, how do you combat just someone who's a mismatch like that?
I think the best thing they do is obviously the way that they move them around. They're going to still use them in the run game in the seer area, on or off the ball. He's going to be open and split out, and then he's going to bring, Ying back in. So, by putting a certain player...
Tight end, yesterday, Coach Saban talked about how he's just a mismatch because, he's too big and...
We saw Kyrie Jackson, play quite a bit in this past game. Just how do you think he played against Cincinnati, and how has he kind of progressed over the course of the season?
Yeah, I think obviously throughout the season, Kyrie understanding, the concepts and the coverages and the terminology and the communication piece. I think anytime you're a new player in a new system, when things are still and they're stationary and you get a call, you're okay. When stuff starts moving around, which we're going to see every week, and something changes, how fast can you process that to go from one coverage to the next? I think which is a struggle for anybody, but especially a new player, a new starter. But I thought he did well. Obviously, there's some certain things and some mistakes that we got to clean up, him as well. That'll get you beat versus a good football team. And maybe Cincinnati didn't. But, he competes. He's playing hard right now. He's got toughness. He's got the length you want at corner. I think he can play the ball in the deep part of the field. I think he showed that. So we just kind of cross the T's and dot the I's and just make sure he's locked in and knows what to do to give us our best chance.
All right, next we'll hear from Michael Casagrande. Michael?
Can you take us through the competition at Star with Brian Branch now? How has that dynamic played out throughout the season?
Yeah, they're coming to work every day, and I think it's obviously, Coach, we're going to try to put the best 11 guys that we got on the field based on what we're seeing. A lot of times, depending upon the personnel grouping that we're in, based on what they're in, if we want a bigger guy at the point of attack that's a little more physical or a better cover guy. But I think that's the best thing about Malachi, our Branch, is both of them started games here, played a lot of football, have been productive. They understand the defense. So either one of those guys in there, I think we're in pretty good shape, and they've been moving around. They play safety, play star. Branch played a little bit of corner, so we've had to move them around a little bit because of some injuries. So those guys are playing.
We win in the house! Don't get on the ball, son! Don't get on the ball, son! Get off that shit, let's go! Yeah! There you go, there you go! Good!
And she say,
throw that on
if
top of
Jessica
who he
want the
is,
house, all
as
she
a
got to
person,
do is just
his character, his wants and
refinance it
and his leadership
and put it in her
abilities.
name.
He's as special as I've been around.
Okay.
And then I was gonna sign the deed over saying that
Talking about the CFP
I'm off of it and she's the sole proprietor of the house.
Up next. Good
And that's the
afternoon.
end of that.
Hmm.
Now, if she doesn't want the house,
How you doing?
I would have to stay in the house for 2 years
2 years.
before I try to sell it, because they said if I sell it before, the 2 years, then the state charged me for capital gain. They charge me 40% of whatever I sell it for. So let's just say I sell it for $400,000,
Mm-hmm.
And take Alabama to the
they
point.
charge,
You feel that confident, right?
and I make $70,000 off of it. They charge me 40% for making that off of it.
Listen, I hope you're
Oh,
right, 'cause I
okay.
would hate to,
So, I'm
knocking
hoping
on your door for
that
late
Jessica
sleep
takes the house.
Tuesday night.
I'm not gonna mention to her about all that capital gain stuff.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
gonna
ready to move anyway,
say what
so
you wanna
if-
do with
if
this
I
house.
lose it, I lose it. I
I'm
mean,
just
it's
gonna
no big
explain
deal.
to her, hey, I know you and Lauren love the house. Y'all got
What about
comfortable
your
in it.
house, Randy? Are you good?
And if you want to stay in
You're
Mobile,
good with my house, right?
this house is yours.
Okay.
All you gotta do is refinance it.
Matt Stinchcomb.
Okay.
We'll see if he
That's
will
it.
bet his house.
Or you can stay and try to work this out.
Game.
Whichever one is okay with me.
Well, you need to go call and go through that now. And no need in waiting.
Welcome to All Seas,
Oh, I don't feel like
where we
doing
have all new
that.
savings like that.
Well, see, that's just it.
Like you won the whole
When is the payment due? When is the rent due?
Oh, that'll be due in February.
Right.
February 1st all the way through the, I think the grace period is on the 15th to pay.
Okay. So
You're in good hands.
so unless you do it now, you just gonna have that note to pay, and they'll just be in the house for the free.
Well, actually, she has her account number and routing number switched over right now, but that still doesn't make it right. But yeah, right now she's paying that. She doesn't know all this knowledge, but I just found out.
Right.
So
Choose
yeah,
Lee makes it easy to
yeah, I know I need to still have the conversation.
from wherever I am.
So she's gonna pay the note.
And it's at my
Yeah,
door in under 60
that's
minutes.
what it's supposed to be going on.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if not, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna call the Mary Home Mortgage and see if she has switched over everything like she was supposed to do.
Uh-huh.
And if not, I'll just have to, pay that. And then I'll just explain the whole situation. Look, you got to get on the body of, try to find you somewhere to go. Unless you want to stay and work this out.
Okay.
Yeah. Either way, I just wanted to get it to where I understand what's going on. I got
Yeah.
the ball rolling. So,
Are you stuck in a
yeah, I don't
timeshare
care about none of that.
Tired of wasting thousands
Okay.
of dollars? The Titan Exit Group.
So who is this girl, Ariel?
On how you can be legally
Oh, that was one of the Lux firm people for the wedding coordinator.
Oh, okay.
Because I had called Danielle. She's one of them. They're both sisters.
Okay.
So I called Danielle today, and I was telling her about the whole thing. Now, Serena, that's another one of the girls in there.
Get the job you need.
She had sent the group me text message to Jessica,
Get started on
because I had just only wanted to tell Danielle about it, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, well, Serena was already going to call Jessica today anyway to see, hey, what we got going on as far as wedding stuff, the plans and all that. So when she said Serena reached out to Jessica, she said Jessica had already hit her back saying, hey, look, the wedding is off, blah, 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 blah. I thank y'all for doing all that kind of stuff. So after they saw that, so of course Danielle, she had to act like she was in such awe, because I told her don't tell nobody. It's just, it's between me and us right now. Because I want to see what Jessica head at.
Mm-hmm.
So, so after that, I think Jessica, she was going down the list, calling the caterer, she called DI, all that. So, yeah, it was just trickling on down from there. So, yeah, that was just basically saying for me, okay, well, you really want it over with, and now it's time to get to this legal stuff about this house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta make the call.
Now, the lady mentioned that somebody wedding that they were doing where everybody in the wedding party got COVID.
Mhm.
She didn't say who they were, huh?
16 years.
Because January the 2nd, Shanary's daughter was going to be getting married, and me and Karen was going to go, but everybody in the bridal party got COVID.
Oh. I thought Shanary's daughter did get married already.
She got 3 daughters. This was the youngest daughter, Sharnique. Nary Berry.
So one of her daughters recently got married though, right? Last year?
No. One daughter, I think she done been married twice and she got divorced. Because I remember one night at the club, Shanary was at the club and her daughter was at the club with her boyfriend. Some little funny looking dude. I say, now that don't even look like that relationship go together. but anyway, they broke that off. So she got a daughter getting ready to was gonna get married in January, but it's been rescheduled for January the 30th. Yeah. Yeah, I talked to Shanary yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Stetson don't really pay too much attention to what's being said to him.
So had you paid her deposit for your cake?
No, since it was so early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
Okay. Because I did mention to her that it looked like your thing was going to be off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I paid
Just
that.
cancel out all the outside noise. Give major props to him for that. But yeah, Stetson been had a flip. I don't think he really too much care about the outside noise and social media.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Busy show and a lot of conversation.
Now, if you're going to watch TV up here at late at night, you know, don't have it up too loud because you can hear really good downstairs with that TV on. Do you ever hear the TV like in the bedroom when we watching it?
Yeah, I heard it at 3 o'clock this morning. Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I was up hacking anyway. So
Right.
I'm surprised y'all didn't hear me.
Well, I didn't hear you. Well, I had he was on, so and then we was asleep.
Oh,
Really.
yeah. And then because I started to go downstairs and watch TV with y'all, but I was like, they about to sleep anyway. Let me just stay on up here. I couldn't.
See, you got my headphones over there.
Oh, you mine.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I ain't never found mine.
No, so these, I actually bought these. I bought another pair.
Oh, that's another pair.
Yeah, that's another pair.
Oh, okay.
Because now, you can, the pair that you think that is yours, I still have those.
Yeah.
And you can, you can
What's
get
wrong
those.
with them?
I hear people on them, but people can't hear me.
Okay.
So,
you know what? I think I kind of had that issue too. It was good for listening to music, but if you got a phone call, sometimes it didn't work out.
These right now, I think they the real McCoy, because the other ones I got those off eBay.
Okay.
And they were refurbished.
Okay.
I think these are brand new. So I think I paid like $140 for these.
Okay.
Yeah,
What brand is that?
Still the Power Beats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't think these are refurbished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I bought some wireless Power Beats from I think it was Wish.
Oh.
And well, they came. They were like, I think they were like $40.
Okay.
But they sound. But it seemed like one of them doesn't hold a charge long, or it might not be sitting on the charger thing right.
Okay.
But when they do charge and I'm listening to them, they sound good.
Oh.
But the best pair of headphones I got some Bose the ones with a wire in it.
Wake up call.
Mhm.
They're awesome. They about 10 years old.
Texas A&M,
Oh.
Auburn.
Yeah,
Let's start with
those sound awesome. But a lot of times I was always snatching that wire out, especially if I was like outside doing some work.
the
Oh, so you had like a long wire. That was
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I try to stay away from those.
Now I got some Sonys, but you know they like full
Mhm.
ear thing, and they sound fine.
I will say this.
Yeah.
I think there's some validity to the idea
They sound
that
fine.
Georgia hadn't had to play full quarters of football.
So I was up here
And because
preparing.
when you find
I got
yourself not only
a YouTube stream I'm supposed to do.
early in the
Uh,
quarter, you're down 2 touchdowns.
Oh, has this thing started yet?
They were 4
Nope.
minutes of the game.
January the
Team that hasn't had
23rd. Oh,
that
okay. That ain't gonna work.
That actually is a really tough thing to replicate.
I got to use this thing.
I don't care how adverse you try to make the circumstances, you just can't
No, the battery dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta plug this thing in.
do it in a game. And I think that
Disabled.
Right. That's what it showed when the battery dead.
less dominant versus the schedule.
But when I actually do the stream, I'm gonna use this.
In that game, in the championship game, that you have a team that hasn't
Go over here.
to get victories is dominating the guys that are run ball carriers because they're playing the depth and the rest of the bench. But the idea that Georgia
Oh,
wasn't
my
focused
two
in that
chicklets.
game, or that somehow it felt as if, we got a foul ball, so maybe we don't show everything, maybe you don't have the edge. Georgia doesn't have that luxury. If the roles were reversed, and Alabama came into this game as the #1 team in the country and the favorite, then that might make more sense. Because you're talking about a team that is sitting on top of a run, an unprecedented, of championship performances. That's not the case with Georgia. It's well documented that they've come close. They've fallen short for decades.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way that they came into that game thinking for anything other than victory over Alabama. And it didn't go their way.
Did y'all talk to Wild Magnolia about the gifts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A lack of focus too, because they knew they were going to be in the CFP regardless. I think that it was you ran into a team that had the best game of the entire season, and you did not perform as well as you have for most of the season, and it was reflected in the score. I know that there's much more to it than that.
Considering how much drama is
Everything
involved
go like it's gonna go. I might be staying in some
history and all these
some
things
lofts
that we make
in
of you.
downtown.
Out of Matt,
Man, you can stay right there at 411.
you see Monday night, or is it more just in preparation?
You could give me that money instead of giving it to the loft.
Yeah, I do. I'm a little more dismissive than I probably should have been going into the SEC championship game and forgot that.
Wow.
They're big, they're fast, they're strong. A lot of them are going to play on Sundays. They're going to make a lot of money and should, but they're still kids, and it is easy, I think, to have a mindset that might not be the winning mindset coming into it. That doesn't mean there's a lack of effort, focus, etc., but an awareness, especially on that first touchdown. You got a third.
John Johnson.
All of a sudden, bangs his head on the goal post. It's an explosive play. It's a touchdown. That's not something that Georgia has seen really all season.
Now, for some reason,
I don't think that it took the wind out of
I don't know why.
at that point, but I do think that there was a seed of doubt that had not existed throughout the season for that football team. And I don't know that necessarily impacted their play.
I have all
But
these
definitely
pictures.
separate and apart from anything that Georgia had experienced. I don't believe that a lot of the recent history plays into the mindset.
I think I scanned these
as
in
much
too.
as all of us
I think I did.
make it play into their mindset. But I do think that in game, when you know that you're facing a team that just won a national championship a year ago, that in game, when they have a big explosive play like that, and then they're able to back it up with a couple of others, that does chip away
that a
at the
good shot?
confidence. It can erode
Hmm?
that kind
Was
of
that a good shot?
winning mindset.
I don't know.
So there's no doubt that I think there might be a scenario that certainly could inform your mindset going into this game, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that doubt. can we get this done because of what most recently happened. If anything, it might be, preparatory nature where it's like, look,
There you go.
this happened. We've had it before. It's not something we've seen a lot of this season. It just happened a couple of weeks ago. We know what the team is capable of. You just got to be able to take that shot and get up and throw one of your own. They did that for the better part of 2.5 quarters.
Pimping us hard, man. Snare drum behind there. Got the violin. Singing. Just pimping your children.
You see this all the time in the NFL.
Hey.
College football, but when you play a team a second time, especially when you just saw, as a
Pimping
player,
your
and you're
children,
going over a
man.
lot of similar
Look at what you
things,
got
I
us
think that's
dressed
that
up
mindset.
Yeah, it's tough. That's the problem.
You get it from your mama.
It's the NFL where you're playing a Division I.
Hard on
Hear
you
people say
kids, man.
it's hard to beat the same team twice. I don't believe that. I think it's hard to beat the same.
Where was the barbershop back
And in the
then?
NFL,
Yeah.
it is college football. I mean, how many teams on both of these teams, how many
rough with
Georgia's roster or schedules rather, would they be more than happy to play 2, 3, 4 times a year? They'd be thrilled. But when you start talking about a peer, when you start talking about a program that is on the same footing and level as you are, same type of talent, same type
Who was this girl?
development, etc., you don't want to see them.
Oh, no.
And it's
That's,
mainly because you realize that if there's true parity,
Man.
and I do think that there is, in fact, that frankly, Georgia, if you look at it, this
I know who it is. I can't call her name right now.
they didn't play better in that game. But when you look at it,
Jarvis
that's
with a
when you start
Bluetooth in
wondering,
his ear.
are you capable of beating that team twice? And not just twice. And this is where it kind of is the
I can't call her name right now.
Hey, I still have this shirt.
Which one?
NC.
Oh.
He's in the drawer downstairs. It's too small for me. I don't know how I got it.
The odds that the same one comes out on top twice, I think, is a little bit longer than it would in any other scenario.
Matt Stinchcomb looking ahead to Monday night. We appreciate his time. As always, we're heading to the break here.
Hey, look at the frog, man.
Right after this.
Looks like a cruise.
Yeah. That might have been when y'all went to Puerto Rico,
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
or something.
Quite sure.
Fighting to get back up every single time you get knocked down is the only way
Yeah, I
to turn
need
a setback
these for evidence.
into a
For
comeback.
evidence.
Oh yeah, because when I get ready to blast him on Facebook, I'm gonna crop my picture out of it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be getting ready to blast you on Facebook come April. I got all the evidence I need.
Make sure I hide those from you.
Expenses, health insurance doesn't cover that. Aflac.com. Show the world what it means to be an SEC fan at Fanatics.com. The largest assortment of officially licensed SEC fan gear anywhere. Shop now today special
I didn't know you had enough.
When did I
Answer a few simple questions and the
I forgot when I got that one.
prescription treatment is right for you.
It's a 5.1 channel.
Yeah.
Comes to finding your personal
Well, I ain't got that to worry about no more. Not at all. Depending on if she gets the house.
Oh, okay. No thanks. So let's just go in there. Oh, no, I'm still supposed to be streaming. How come I'm not getting a picture though? Done. I don't even know if I want to do this thing. What you getting ready to do?
I don't know. I'm thinking about just, because I'm feeling a little bit better I don't know. I'm gonna see how the night goes as far as me hacking. It seems like that's when I start all the nonsense. I'm thinking just take the rest of the week off. Tomorrow's Thursday. Just give myself the whole rest of the week and the weekend to get right.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I think you
Yeah.
have to do a little bit of both. You have to go back to
Feel like
the
going
drawing board,
somewhere,
so to
just
speak. You
doing
gotta start
something to
from
get out of
scratch. You
here.
have to look at the last game. You got to go back and review the whole season, your season, their season.
Figure it out.
That's a long week. You know, they have a great defense. Almost like a generational defense. You know, they have amazing stats. They play hard. They play good. They got a lot of great players, great coaches on that side of the ball. And so it's going to be a challenge for us.
Next will be Nick Kelly. Nick, you're up.
We'll go next to Nick Kelly.
Hey, Bill, if teams decide to double Jameson or bring extra coverage to his side, like what can you do as a coordinator to free him up or make sure he gets opportunities?
I think that's a great question. You know, we're always finding ways to get all of our guys the ball. You know, our guys are really smart. You can move them around. You can do a lot of different things with them. But schematically, I'll probably
Hey, Bill, if teams decide to double Jameson or bring extra coverage,
really capable, and they're excited about the opportunity, and we're excited for Monday night.
Next we'll go to Dennis Dodd. Dennis, you're up.
Hey, Bill. I wonder how the experience has been just coming back to college and calling plays with a top program. You've got a Heisman winner on your record now. What's the self-scout on Bill O'Brien this year?
It's been a great experience, Dennis. It's been awesome. I have a lot of great kids to coach. They're hardworking. They love football. Great teammates. The coaching staff here, you know, led by Coach Saban, is one of the best coaching staffs I've ever been a part of, and that says a lot because I've been a part of a lot of good coaching staffs. I've been fortunate that way, and it's just been fun. It's been a lot of fun to coach a guy like Bryce and the rest of the guys on offense, work with the offensive staff. I can't say enough about this program, and, you know, I've said it time and time again, you know, how grateful I am to have this opportunity to be here and to try to do my part to help this team win.
And we've got women's basketball dribbling tomorrow. Number 7 team in the country taking on A&M in Knoxville. We welcome you back, and Jeff is up next in Columbus, Ohio. Hello, Jeff.
What's going on, Paul?
Jeff, doing great. How are you?
Real good. Man, I caught a little bit at Golding Presser, and I was waiting for the MC to go, let's go next to Legend from the Paul Feinbaum show.
Yeah, it's interesting. After Legend tried to take down Pete Golding a few weeks ago, Golding is pretty much throwing a perfect game on the board.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of people calling people out, did I hear Andre from wherever he's from try to call me out yesterday, or was he calling out Jeff from Chicago?
Well, I think he meant you, because Jeff from Chicago hasn't been around in about 10 years.
Yeah, so Andre, if you're going to be slick and call somebody out, why don't you A, get the right city they're from, and B, it's probably not a good idea to be calling somebody out when your team went 6-7 and lost in some Texas Bowl last night. So, I mean, I don't know I know you're riding the coattails of Bama and Georgia, Andre, but you don't need to be calling somebody out